principles.
I have no standing or no right to tell someone in Gaza that they shouldn't kill the Israeli soldier who's just killed their family.
Right.
I mean, I don't have any standing or right to judge them. Well, I'll be frank, and you can think what you will of me. I do respect Gandhi. I respect Martin Luther King, and I have to admit it, I do respect Jesus, at least the better side of Jesus. I do believe that it's a beautiful thing to love your enemy and not to kill them. I mean, I can't help it. But, you know, I mean, the Israelis invaded somebody else's territory. They took people's homes, and they did many of the things that the Nazis did to the Jews, and they're really doing it. You can't be more evil than what they're doing. They are doing evil that is just as great as what the Nazis did, and in some ways it's worse because they kind of boast about it.
Right.
Hitler had the decency to try to keep it secret.
Right.
For some reason, Hitler didn't want people to know he was doing these things to the Jews. It was a secret. The Israelis are almost proud of it and don't keep it a secret, and it's demonically evil. You can't be more evil. And anybody who doesn't recognize that it's evil, I can't probably communicate with that person. I don't know how. That might be temporary insanity. I can imagine that some Israelis who are today in support of what their country is doing in Gaza or in the West Bank even, some of them might in 10 years wake up and say, why did I justify that? I shouldn't have. I don't know. If you don't see that it's evil to do those things to other human beings, then you're in a different universe from me. I don't know how to communicate with you. Of course, I mean, it would be easier for them if all of the people who hate them were dead. I mean, that'd be easier for them. And I think that's what a lot of them are thinking. And of course, they must consciously or unconsciously know that every single day they are making the hatred increase. And the hatred level is something we can't imagine, probably. What a Palestinian feels is something you and I can barely imagine. But, and
then they pretend it's because of anti-Semitism as opposed to what they're doing to Palestinians. I mean,
it's so, I think that myth is going to fade away because the whole world knows that this is evil. The whole world knows that they are starving people, preventing children from getting medicine on purpose, and bombing hospitals. I mean, you can't do worse. And I think the whole world, unfortunately, knows it. And it's crazy what they're doing. Of course, it's crazy because if they don't kill every single Palestinian, imagine the rage that any Palestinian would feel. And I do think it's absurd in a way, even in talking about the horrible attack on October the 7th on the Israelis. I mean, it's a little absurd to pretend that came out of nowhere. Obviously, the Palestinians have been horribly, horribly treated from the 1948, and they've been horribly mistreated through no fault of their own, really. They have made some gestures toward fighting back, small gestures. Yes, I'm sure if I were Israeli and I had lost someone, a family member, someone I loved in a terrorist attack, I would feel maybe a desire for revenge, although amazingly, some of those October 7th family members have spoken in favor of mercy and compassion.
Right.